yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Coming up next right here on King Simon Present, what you want to do is thumb up, like in the video, and share the video because we got Red Pill coming in from the KTL family, KTL University. You don't want to miss it because Red Pill will be here tearing it down. And of course, one of the topic is, can we get out of the matrix? Is it possible for us to get out the matrix? So we got Red Pill in the building. So make sure you keep it locked right here on King Simon Presents. Don't touch the dial, baby, because Red Pill gonna be here at 9 o'clock. Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com or Linktree at King Simon the Numerovation. Get all 4 of my books. And of course, that's the Numerovation for mental stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. Oh yeah, it's King Simon in the mother flipping building. That's right. You know how we do it already. Oh, we got a special show for you tonight. We got a special show for you tonight. So y'all better share, y'all better like, Y'all better thumb up the video. Thumb up the video. Thumb up the video. There you go. Thumb up the video. There you go. Thumb up the video. Because tonight we got the red pillar in the mother flipping building. Is it possible to get out of the matrix? Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Is it possible to get out the matrix? Is it possible to get out the mother flipping matrix? Yo, thank y'all for the well-deserved round of applause. Oh my God, I don't deserve it. Oh my God, I don't deserve it. We're black again after this afternoon of the mathematician, the mathologist. He don't want to call himself a mathematician, but we had Adam on. Man, Adam broke it down from a Kemetic point of view. He broke it down from an India point of view. He broke it down from a Chinese point of view and showed that it's really your point of view, but we kind of didn't preserve it. So it is what it is. So tonight we got our brother, the red pill coming in, and we're broadcasting live not only on YouTube as far as King Simon Present is concerned, we're also broadcasting live on Twitter. Oh yeah, we turned up, people. We broadcasting live on Twitter, and we're broadcasting live on Facebook Live. So we got multiple places that we're doing this. You know what I'm saying? We are broadcasting in those various venues. So we want to make sure. Let me make sure I put that up so y'all will know, just in case y'all are moving around and y'all need to find out where we're at. We're at Twitter at King Simon Prod. That's right, King Simon Prod at Twitter. And we're on Facebook Live at King Simon. Of course, there it is. And we put it right on the screen right there. And of course, we're on YouTube. So give all of you a well-deserved round of applause for being here already. Move this mic up a little bit. Move this back a little bit. Just a touch of love, a little bit. Thank you very much for the applause. Thank y'all very much. Y'all are so nice to me. I know y'all want to keep on applauding. You know why they applauded me so many damn times? Because I'm paying them for these applauses. That's why they applauded me so many times. But of course, we want to big up some of the special sponsors. Just want to remind everybody, first of all, because we did shout out the sponsors earlier, but we want to let everybody know that this coming Wednesday, we have Dr. Shakira Moore. Oh yeah, she is an absolute excellent fine ass sister that actually does iridology, and she's a holistic practitioner. So we're going to have her on. Then on that Thursday, if you look at the bottom, we got one of the special broadcasts on Thursday, because I usually do my shows on Wednesdays and Sundays. But the special broadcast on Thursday is Minister Nori Muhammad will be here talking about relationship and all that stuff. Yes, right. And then on that Sunday, we got TJ Lofton. That's Mother's Day, of course. Around 9 o'clock, we have him coming on talking about gentrification and how Black folks, melanated folks, need to learn how to be monopolized or benefit off of this so-called gentrification. And then on that Wednesday, ooh, Lord, that Wednesday, we got Dreams Turned Reality's very own and teacher and educator, the one, the only brother Quasi will be in the house. And then on that Sunday, we have Marcia Moore. She's a poet extraordinaire and an author. She'll be here with us. And then on the 19th of May, Malcolm X's birthday, we have Lioness Crown will be in the mother flipping building, live and direct. And then if you look at the bottom again, on the 20th of May, we have the one, the only Dr. Phil Valentine coming in. And then on that Sunday, after Dr. Phil Valentine, we got Nadine Burton, not only a naval chief and officer from the Navy, but she's also an author of some great books. Also, we're going to be talking about that. And then to close out the month, we got the Disco Diva, the one who started the first Black-owned modeling agency in Canada and first Black-owned acting agency in Canada, the one, the only Susie Q, former disco diva from back in the 70s. We're going to be bringing her in to show you what is the racism going on in the business and all the madness and how it hasn't changed at all in the modeling business, in the booking agency business. All of that stuff really hasn't changed. They just let a few people in. So give her a round of applause. Give all of them a round of applause that will be with us. That's right. They will be with us. All right. Oh, you know what? Hold on 1 second, family. I forgot to share this. I think I forgot to share this link with Empress Aisha Moore. Let me make sure she got the link. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Give me a little second. Give me a little second now. I forgot to share the link. But it's all good, all good. You know, I'm catching it right before it's right now 9 o'clock, and we're gonna be bringing on the red pillar in a few seconds. So let me just share this with Aisha Moore and make sure she get it, and then we could bring her on as soon as she get it in the building, and so she'll know what it is, and then we can make it happen the way it's supposed to. Let me see. I'm sharing it now. Okay, good. I just shared it, so hopefully she'll get it. And that's it. Let me get myself back in the frame here. And yeah, we're going to have a beautiful month of May. And then in the month of June, you know, I like to book way ahead. I got King Randall coming in the building. Oh, King Randall is the young man that tore Roland Martin up because he was talking about doing for self. And Roland Martin was there rolling around, acting like a Negro that he usually acts. You know, like Khalid would say, a nigga trying to grow up. That's what Khalid used to call those Negroes. Niggas trying to grow up, and that's what it is. So my man King Randall will be here in the month of June. Oh yeah, we're gonna be doing that with my man King Randall. From, you know, he just opened up a school for boys, and that's what I'm talking about. Big up to my dear beautiful friend Katrina in the Facebook. What's up, Katrina? How are you? That's my good friend for many years. So we're gonna have a good time. Can't wait to see you again, darling. Always a pleasure to have you aboard. I know you're doing your thing right now, and I want to find out how the family doing before Red Pill get on, because Red Pill is a number 5, so you never know what they gonna do. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pinpoint what's happening with them. Like I said, I'm on my phone right now trying to find out. Somebody texting me, and how important, you know. So, okay, he said he'll be at 9:07. Okay, he's gonna be here at 9:07. You know, he gonna be here at 9:07. You know, so all right, big up to my brother. Big up to brother. I sent it. Yeah, okay, good. So Red Pill just said he'll be here at 9:07. You know, I'll send a link to Blue Pill in a minute just to cover down. You know what I'm saying? I sent it. So make sure, y'all. Let me see. Let me send this real quick. All right, good. And what is so interesting that, of course, today is the month of May. We're in the month of May, and I want all you family members that, being that it's the 5th month, I want all of your mind to think on the number 5 energy, because the number 5 interpretation is all about being flexible, being adaptable, being communicable, being writing your thoughts and being able to expand on that thought. So think about doing that in this number 5 month. All right, this is May, the May. That's right. It's the month of May. Mayday means wake up to the damn thoughts in your mind and all the stuff that you got going on and start releasing it in this 5 month, because universally it's a 5 month. All over the world, they believe this is the month of May, unless you're going under your religious systems and your deeper Ethiopian religious system or your deeper Jewish systems, and all the Muslims out there that are celebrating Ramadan Mubarak. I hope the fast is going well for you. Oh man, I remember fasting when I was young in the Ansar Allah community, man. And I had to work in a restaurant during that time, and you know, I had the nerve to gain weight while working in a restaurant, and I understood the science after that. I understood that if you're breathing in the fumes while you're working at restaurants, I was working in a pizza parlor. So if you're breathing in the fumes, you could also gain weight from the fumes. And that's all a part of what they call it, breatharians. People that are breatharians can use the breath and breathing in certain things. So I was in the restaurant breathing in fumes and actually getting fat while I was fasting Ramadan. I'm like, what the hell? So big up to all those breatharians out there. Big up to y'all breatharians that still get fat while working in restaurants, because you know the breath takes it all in. And I see my partner in Vibe in the mother flipping building. This is a sexy Leo. Let me tell you something. When I say, and she kind of shy. Don't let her front. I'm gonna let her. I'm teaching her to let loose and stop playing. You know what I'm saying? Because she's beautiful. She know how to make earrings, and she is part of the team. This is us. As we standing back to back, meaning we got each other's back. So it is proud to welcome right here on King Simon Present my good partner in Vibe, the one, the only Aisha Moore. Spot up. Spot up. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Go
You
ahead, girl.
still know how to make a sister blush. You got that. You got that.
I make black people turn red. How you supposed to do it? You got the light skinned ones that turn redder too. So hey, it is what it is. That's what you're supposed to do. We come in various colors and various shapes and sizes and all that good stuff.
Yes.
And all of us, let me make it clear, because I don't know what other Negroes are saying down the dial, but all of us are valued men and women.
Yes, we are.
And if you are recognizing your value, not only mathematical value, but your spiritual value and your physical value, you know what to do to it, balance it out. It's all about balance. Find balance within yourself and you will be the best self. So big up to you, girl. How you doing? How you been?
How you doing? Doing great. Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm fun. I'm fun. We had a good time early this show. If they missed that show early, they need to go back into our archives and listen to Mr. Adam, how he broke it down, those mathematics.
He did. He broke it down.
Oh man, I'll drink to that. I got my chlorophyll.
Oh man, I'll get my. I need to get my water.
And I got my water. Stop playing. Why are you messing up?
Oh man, you make me. I'll get my water a little later.
Yeah, it's like getting your tea and all. Get your water. Get your, people are in the audience. Let's see who's in the audience. All right, Mary J. Blige. I know they say they say you look like Mary J. Blige, girl. What's going on? Uh-oh.
They say that?
They're saying that in the chat. Uh-oh, let me see. I'll put it right there. Look at it. Somebody saying, Mary J. Blige. And you got a motorcycle in the back. That means the whole video is about to come on. That's a Mary J. Blige video.
Wow.
Yeah. Now you do. You got that look like Mary J. I want to see you do that Mary J. dance though.
You know what? Mary J. That's a sign. That means y'all. You know what, fam? That means Mary J. gonna be coming to the show soon. So we need to look out. We need to look out.
Mary J is a number 2. Well, she's a number 11, actually. That adds up to a number 2, but she's born January the 11th. So we're working on some people for January. I'm not going to say it yet, but I'm working on some people already. I'm talking to a few, it's like 6-7 degrees of separation. So I'm talking to a few people. You see how I got Dr. Khalid's son on, and I get certain people. I got Force MDs on earlier. I'm working on some people because I go back to that entertainment world. So I got some people I'm working on. Some people you might have to drop a little ducats on, and that's what I do. I'll drop a little ducats on to get them on because that's how we do. But it is what it is. I got some reggae artists I want to bring on too. I'm trying to get quiet as kept people. I'm trying to get Buju Banton because I've worked with Buju Banton before. And I think it'll probably be easier to get Beanie Man because him and I go way back, and him and I are old friends. So I'm gonna work on those two for this month. Especially before Buju's birthday. Buju's birthday is coming up on July the 15th. So I'm working on that. So how was the rest of your day since we did this show early, my dear?
I was outside with my daughter with the chalk on the ground doing some math.
Oh really? Oh, you doing some math with the chalk on the ground, showing her what you learned?
I was showing what I learned. I said, let me see. She was like, Mom, what you doing? That's not how you do it.
See, exactly, because they taught the way the Europeans taught us. Exactly.
He said, that's not how you do it.
And that's the problem. We was all taught wrong when it comes to this math. And I'm glad that our brother Adam cleared it up.
Brother Adams,
He cleared it up and show you when it comes from the ancient Egyptian or Kemet from Africa or the ancient Chinese or the ancient people from India, they have it right. That's why they are leading. That's why even Nigeria is leading in certain things. That's why China and India is leading in the mathematical field. And he says America is 26. 26. That's a far way down from 1. I don't care what nobody say. But I'm feeling good. I'm waiting for Red Pill to get on. I did send him the link, so I know he said he'll be here. I know KT was doing something on another page, so I'm waiting for him to come on in. And of course, again, family, we're talking about this Matrix stuff because a lot of people, and I got to get the mother of Matrix because I just got her book too, Sophia Stewart. She's born December 15th. I gotta get her. I gotta get her on. I know she sometimes have those computer issues. to be the mother of the Matrix and still have computer issues, I understand.
Yeah.
Because this is a Matrix. So how y'all doing? Where y'all hailing from until Red Pill come in the building? Where are y'all hailing from? Which part of the world are y'all? Let's island hop and let's state drop and let's go from borough to borough, wherever you may be. Put it up in the chat and we're going to shout that place out. Wherever you are, we're going to shout the place out. And like I said, I'll drink to that. I got my super mega greens chlorophyll in the building. You sure you don't want to get your drink while I do this? You want me to put you?
Yes.
Let me put you. Yeah, I know you looking jealous. You looking jealous. Go ahead. Go do your thing. Go do your thing. All right. KCMO. All right. Okay. Kentucky. What's up? Chicago in the mother flipping building. Indianapolis in the building. Baltimore in the building. What's up, y'all? Come on, Minnesota in the building. Whoa, let me shout them. Let me put them all up on the screen. All right, Minnesota in the building. All right. We got it. All right, yeah. Baltimore in the building. Okay. Let's see who else in the building. Chi-Town in the building. Indianapolis is in the building. Okay. Somebody say they from the Bronx, the boogie down, the Bronx. That's right. They from the Bronx. They say, Red Pill is from the Bronx too. Don't play around now. You know what that is. All right. So hold on. They say they from the Bronx. Hold on. Okay. That's from Chicago. We got Jacksonville, Florida in the building. We got Chi-Town. We got the Bronx Mall. We got Fort Lauderdale in the building. I see you in there, Red. I see Red in the background. Okay. Jersey in the building. You from Jersey? I'm from Jersey. We got Georgia. In the building also. I love me some Georgia and I love Fort Lauderdale. Let me not twist that, boy, because I was out there enjoying my full self. Showing my whole backside. Pause. I was actually on the sun, on the beach, chilling, getting this tan going. We were popping Cincinnati in the building. Oh, man. Cincinnati in the burger flipping building. That's what I'm talking about. All right, without further ado, I see my brother. Aisha said she went to go get my. I want to make sure Aisha's in the frame first before I bring on our brother, Red Pill. I'll give you a little bit minute. I see you fixing stuff, Red. I see you fixing stuff. I got your brother's hat on. I got y'all hat on. Legend. I got legend on. Stop. It's old school, but it's legendary. You know what I'm saying? We're going to bring on, I support, man. That's what I'm talking about. Got to support people. But before I bring you on, my brother, let me just make sure my partner is back in crash. She said she went to get some water. What she went to go? She went to go to the well to get this water? What the hell's going on? She got the well in the back. Hold on. She pumping the well like we in Georgia, like we out in one of them rural spots. We going to get this alkaline water any old goddamn way we can. Okay, there she is. All right, now I see her. Now, people, y'all make sure y'all go to my website. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Join that now because I put up a lot of pertinent information. Of course, I want to let everybody know we're broadcasting live, not only on Twitter. We're broadcasting live on King Simon Presents. We're broadcasting live on FB, Facebook Live, and also remember the Cash App. You got to show spread love. Bop. Spread love via Cash App, not Super Chat. Spread love via Cash App, not Super Chat. Super Chat playing around with my money, so I got to keep it moving. Cash App, not Super Cat, and send that love gift. And let me bring on my partner back in Vibe. She says she's ready to come on before we bring on the Red Pill. All right, Aisha, you ready? You ready, Aisha? You ready? Where you at? I'm trying to bring you on. Let me add you on. Here you go. Let me add you on. You ready?
I'm ready.
She ready. Like my girl says, she ready. Give her a round of applause. My Sagittarius girl, born December 3rd. What's her name? Let's see if you know her name. You know her name?
I don't know her name.
You don't know her name? Tiffany Haddish. Stop playing. Tiffany Haddish. She ready.
I know Tiffany Haddish. Forgive me, Tiffany. Don't mess up. I know you, sister. Don't.
All right. Look, without further ado, they know I am the MC of all MCs when it comes to bringing up people on stages. So this will be the first time I had this brother on stage. I've had his brother on a numerous times for Dr. Africa Salute and a few other times. But this brother, this is the other half of the pillar. And is actually one of the sons of Mama Pill, who I'm gonna have to get on here too. I've had KT on here too, and I think I haven't had Red and Mama Pill on here. She just celebrated a birthday recently on April the 23rd. She just celebrated happy birthday to Mama Pill. Yeah, my mother was April the 21st. Her was April the 23rd. So I know I grew up with Taurus. So I know what this is. So. Wow. This brother is not only a musician, not only a former model, not only an entrepreneur, an innovator, not only a knowledge for self, KTL, know thy ledge, mastermind with his brother. We want to welcome on stage right here on King Simon Presents for the first time in mother flipping history, the one, the only Red Pill in the building.
Peace, family. Peace.
Peace to the Lord. What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Okay. You screaming into that mic. Pull the mic towards you. Pull that mic towards you a little. Pull that mic towards you.
Mic check. Yeah,
mic
there we
check.
go.
1, 2, 3.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check. Can you hear my sound effects too?
I heard a little bit of sound effects. Put the sound effects back on. There it is. The bombs are back. Oh, see, now I gotta go get my bomb. You messing up. You messing up, son.
I come with my own sound effects. You know, Mama said you gotta be prepared. I come with my own sound effects, my own ad-libs, everything.
Got your theme music, huh? Got your theme music. Yo, yes, all right, let's take care of the business. First of all, Red Pill, if you want to contact him, you can email him, of course, at themart125 at gmail.com. Cash app him, $Phil Moreland. Of course, he got kingscounty.bigcartel.com. Of course, he got flow.page/Red Pill. And of course, he got a link tree, /KTL_ the university. You know what it is. That's my man, Red Pill. What's up, Red? How you been?
I've been great, brother. How you been, man?
Man, I'm back in New York, but I'll be back down there in Georgia in a minute, and Florida.
Okay. The last time we saw each other was Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah. No, now I was out of... No. Yes. When I was down there. Right. And I spoke, and I think I spoke at one of the events. That's right. We got to break down some stuff.
Mama Pill house.
Yes, I came to Mama Pill house.
Sabi's birthday. It was
Sabi's birthday.
Yeah.
That's right.
Melanin Monday.
That's right. That's it.
Up for Melanin Monday. Yeah.
I pulled up. And what's his name? Also 19 Keys was there one time I came through.
Was in the building.
I was there. Yeah. We had a good time, man. So, man, how you been? How's the family doing? How's the family doing?
Everybody's great. You know, we just went through the winter. Everybody, not everybody, but we've been in a grind mode, you know, just working on a lot of stuff off camera, behind the scenes, you know, preparing some things for the summertime and the rest of this year and whatnot. But it's been a beautiful thing. You know, I had a musical project out. I was just promoting that the summer. You know, I have another arm of Know the Ledge that we created called Know the Ledger, and that's dealing with all things techno, all things crypto, all things blockchain, all things NFT. So we really lean in hard into the space because that, you know, that speaks to us. That's our background.
That's right. I mean, you know, brother, you well engrossed in what's going on and having your fingers on the pulse right now. You and your brother and the whole family. That's right. The red blue pill. Yo, and
even if I didn't want to, even if I wanted to fall back and hide, like I had to retire my name because then I promise it's the name to keep doing it, man. I be trying to fall back, and the red pill, the name just hovers over me. It's like, fam, you got to stay on top of your shit. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like,
right. Yo, you got to be on the red, man. Always in the red. You know what I'm saying? You always in the red. But
always got
the theme of this particular one is it possible to get out of the matrix? You know what I'm saying? That's one of the themes. That's one of the messages that we want to send. But I want first, let's start off with your journey into consciousness. Since you're the first time on my platform, your journey into consciousness from mom and Sabi and everybody, and your dad and everybody. What tell us that journey briefly, about that journey into consciousness with you and your brother and everybody else.
Yeah, well, it's been a beautiful journey.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest with you, when I reflect, always, and I go all the way back, I stumble upon new experiences, and I stumble upon new memories that place me in consciousness way before I even realized that I was even in it. But I would go on record to say my initial spark when I saw somebody on the stage and I wanted to be on the stage with that person was when
Mm-hmm.
we went to St. Croix, and we discovered the giant by the name of Alfredo Bowman, that the world
Mm.
knows as Dr. Sabi. And
Yes. Yes.
we were
Love
about
that,
5 or 6 years old.
yes.
We were very young, but
Mm-hmm.
I remember the energy. The energy was what got me. The energy kind of like had me just like, this is different. This is, so that whole experience, the rollout, the build out of the fig tree, to see
Mm-hmm.
what it became when they came to New York and whatnot, and they set in Brooklyn, being there on the weekends and whatnot, experiencing healing in real time,
Wow.
just the love that the people were sharing, spreading it,
Mm-hmm.
feeling like other people would be excited about what we witness, but
Mm-hmm.
realizing that everything is not for everybody at that time.
That's right. That's right.
Because
That's right.
some of my most boisterous and loudest critics,
Mm-hmm.
right, became vegan and
Yes.
became herbalists later in life, right?
Yes.
The people
Yes.
who would
Yes.
clown, and the people who would make fun of my mother's diet, that she was
Yep.
a vegan and whatnot, because I wasn't accepted in the black community. People who I had family members that had that they had jokes and everything. And
Mm-hmm.
later on down the line, and this is a lesson to brothers and sisters that are beginning on their journey now, and they feel the need to wave that flag in front of people, or to wear consciousness their lapel, because they've experienced it. I would warn you to, if you're going to do that, don't approach other people with your heart on your sleeve, as I know this is a labor of love that you want to help, but be prepared to get laughed at, be
Mm-hmm.
prepared to get
Yep.
ridiculed, be
Yep.
prepared to be made fun of, because
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
you are a threat to the perception and to the world and to the reality that the people who you encounter. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You are going
Yes.
to shake them out of their foundation. You have to understand that even though you come forward in goodwill, you threaten
That's
people's
true.
comfort zone. You
That is
threaten
true.
their ignorance, because
Mm.
once you turn the lights on, you can't turn them off. Certain
Mm.
people will fight you because they like to live in the dark. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They do not want the lights on. So they will ridicule you. They'll utilize all defense mechanisms. They'll gaslight you. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? They'll ridicule you. They'll ostracize you. They'll make fun of you. They'll gang up on you.
Yeah.
But just
Yeah.
know that the spirit of truth prevails all the time. You will have the last laugh. It's not even by the time it gets back to you, it won't
Mm-hmm.
even be anything to laugh about. I have friends that my day ones, who, when me and my brother decided that we wanted to go a different route from being
Mm-hmm.
in the streets, and the streets are not ready to let you go.
That's right.
You
That's
gotta
right.
leave a limb. You have to leave some blood behind. You gotta leave
Mm-hmm.
a limb, a family member behind. The streets do not let you go like that. So when we left the streets, they were not happy.
Right,
They were like,
right.
if something took you away from us, it has to be more powerful than us. You niggas got to be rich in about a week. You know what I mean? Because you were on the way to be a nigga rich. So we need to see cars. We need to see more jewelry. They were looking for the trinkets. They were looking for, I don't know what they were looking for. But when they saw that I was in Harlem with Sonetta,
yeah,
they was upset about that. You feel me? They didn't know who Sonetta was, but they was kind of perplexed that we would leave. We wasn't coming to the parties. We wasn't showing up to the event. We wasn't at All-Star Super Bowl. They was just like, son and them lost their minds.
And you wait a minute, hold up, Red. You used to model with Jackie Tyson. So I know where y'all. I know Jackie Tyson from when I was doing the reggae stuff and all the big stuff out there. So and the fashion show. Yeah.
And I don't even think Jackie understood in the beginning. She told us that. She was like, I didn't really get it. And then her son came home, and her son went, like, during the 2014 when the YouTube went crazy, and the hood picked it up. So her son was like, nah, niggas in the hood is on red and blue. That's the twins. She was like, what they on? And he was, and he showed her and whatnot. And then, of course, she knew who Dr. Sabi was. You know what I mean? Because Dr. Sabi he treated her back in the days.
Oh, get out of here.
Dr. Sabi helped out.
Now, those who don't know Jackie Tyson, that's Mike Tyson's sister. Please know that. Who that is. All right.
The queen. The queen.
Yeah, the queen. That's my girl.
So, to make a long story short, we began. I would say that my aha moment to whereas because remember I was with the consciousness, but I was with the shits.
Yes, you was.
I cannot serve my community if I'm not serving my best interests. You understand?
Exactly.
My son's birth, I attribute my firstborn was in 07. He put me on a straight and narrow. 9/11 put me in a place where I was like, yeah, this is not going to be a hobby. This thing that I was doing, because I was learning from the master teachers through VHS. I was showing up to the lectures. I was there. I was experiencing it, but I didn't know my place. You feel me? I didn't know my place. I was a very hungry student. I was just eating up a lot of the information. I savored lectures. I savored what Bobby Hemmett was bringing, what Dr. Blair was bringing, what Hakeem Bey was bringing, what Phil Valentine is bringing. We have to understand that the same type of aha moment, the same type of eureka moment that people received on YouTube, imagine receiving that in real time, or showing up to a place that you had no idea what you was about to hear. There was no Google. I couldn't cross-reference it. I only had a book list when I left there. I was very to get to the library the next day to go steal some books or the bookstore.
Exactly.
Fill up a bag of books. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I need to study some more because this is blowing my mind.
Yes.
I remember rewinding the tape till it popped in the VHS. That's how many times I had to rewind it to be like, what did he just say? I don't. He didn't say. Hold on. I remember watching Blacks in Asia.
Yes.
I felt like passing out. I remember watching Amos Wilson. I watched Amos Wilson and I passed out.
Damn. Yes. Yes.
Weed in Crown Heights, and I was watching Amos Wilson. I was like, hold on, I gotta go work out. This is too much, and I passed out. I was like, I was young. You know what I'm saying? It was just a lot.
That's a lot.
I wasn't removed from the street element. So I was still interacting and interfacing, flirting with death. You know what I mean? It wasn't that serious. It wasn't like I was out there on the edge or whatnot. But when you young, you feel me? And you're moving through different neighborhoods, shit is going down. I'm in the clubs. I'm on the scene. You know what I mean? I'm not a troublemaker, but things were happening around me. So when I'm witnessing all of these things and I'm hearing profound research about our extraterrestrial galactic origins, our 12 strands of DNA, our melanin, our like it was like there was a tug of war that took place in my mental to say who's gonna win this war. Is your lower self gonna win or is your higher self gonna win? So when 9/11 happened, I had a meeting with Dr. Sabi right before it because I had just came home from boot camp. I was in shock. It was a long story. But I did I did a few months and whatnot, and I saw him at the Marriott. He was doing consultations. They had the Marriott cracking in Brooklyn. They rented out like 2 suites because he did a lecture a few days before. They had 2 suites and they was running people out of there like it was the Carter. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm like, damn.
In 2001.
You popping, Sabi? What's going on? So he sat me down in the room and he was like, look, when you were gone and when you and your brother is into what y'all into, the people who gotta console your mama is me. Right?
That's right.
And my wife and other people, because she not gonna cry in front of you, but we the ones who got to keep her, you know what I mean, on point.
Grounded.
So he was like, "Are you done hurting your mother?"
And say it raw. Say it raw. Say it the way he said it. Say it the way he said it.
Fucking with your mother.
There it is. That's it. You know, say it raw, bro. You know how Dr. Sabi spoke. You know how he spoke. I know it wasn't that clean.
He mastered the English language, but he would use that. He would lash you. He would lash you with the tongue. So I was like, damn, nobody never brought it to me like that.
Exactly.
Even my biological father, like, he's like, you know, he would bring it to us. But it was just like Sabi, it just hit hard. It just hit differently when he brought it up. Because to be honest with you, you know, I'm rebelling against parents at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All of us did, brother. All of us did.
For no reason. To be honest with you, for no good reason. I really, when I think back on it, I'm like, what the fuck did we have that was that hard that gave us the excuse? Because now I have children, so I have to always look back at what triggered me to do what I was doing so I could spot it and make sure that I don't go through what I put my parents through.
Exactly.
So when he asked me that, I was like, I didn't look at it like that. I just thought we was having fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I figured that we was dodging the law. We was getting, I'm looking at Sabi, I'm like, nigga, I thought you was an outlaw too. You know what I'm saying? He's like, no, not an outlaw. You know what I'm saying? I'm a healer.
Exactly.
So then that was the shift. And then the towers fell.
Yeah.
Right? Like 2 weeks after that. And I'm like, damn. Some real shit is going down. And then I went to see Phil Valentine at the chocolate, what was that? The chocolate cafe on Fulton Street in Brooklyn.
That's it. There's a chocolate cafe.
LIU Day. Yeah.
It's a small cafe, right?
Yeah. And he blew my mind with his lecture. And that began a cycle. I came back to New York City in 2000. I went to Miami to work for Pitbull. Y'all know Pitbull.
Yeah.
Pitbull. Yeah, my guy, Pitbull. He made me a stylist based off of, you know, our acumen when it came to the clothes and whatnot, because we was in them stores real heavy. And he was like, I'm trying to save you, my nigga. I was there when he got signed everything to TBT, you know, because his manager, one of my day ones, and he was like, bro, I just want to help you because I feel like he saw something in me. And he was like, I want to bring you down here and get you on my budget. And I think we could make you a stylist. That's what they call it. And I was like, a stylist, nigga? I'm not a stylist. And he was like, you'll get access to the factories. You'll get access to the clothes for free. And I was like, nigga, I'm a stylist. You know what I mean?
without being a polo twin on the streets.
Right. Anything to get me close to the merchandise, I was, you know what I mean? But it felt good to be like, you know, Mom, I'm going to Florida. I'm a stylist now. Dad, I'm going to, you know what I mean? And because they seen the modeling and everything, but they wasn't impressed.
Of course not.
You know, they was impressed, but then they was like, you know, what else you gonna do? Yeah. So I come back to New York in 2005.
Mm.
My granddad, my grandfather, God bless his soul, he's in Harlem. My mom's just like, go and see grandfather. You know what I mean? He's at the old folk home. Yeah, I need to hold him down and you know, just show up. So we go there. I go there and he's like, yo, don't leave. And I'm like, what you mean? He was like, I want you to stay with me and just, you know, I want you to go to 125th Street and go see this. He, you know, my grandfather had a mouth like Sabi's too. So I need you to go see this nigga out there with red, black, and green on. He's got a bullhorn. You know what I mean? I need you to go and see him. Yeah. So I was like, what he did? He was like, this nigga's just on his bullhorn all day. You know, I just want you to go see him. So I went out there and I met the Felders, Dr. Jack Felder, Rising Power, and Nova Felder. And then I met Sinetta. Johnny was out there. He had a dude working for him named Johnny.
Right.
And he had another Muslim dude working out there with him. And Anthony, remember Anthony?
Yeah. Anthony, yes, sir.
Anthony.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So, you know, these are street dudes. And I'm like,
Monk was out there. All of them was out there.
I'm like, this is a different type of, these niggas on a different type of time. Like, they don't have that in Brooklyn. I don't ever think they had nothing like that to what I saw. And remember, I'm a Brooklyn dude.
Right.
We don't go uptown. We're not supposed to be uptown. Like, you know what I'm talking about? That's just not what it is. Like, Brooklyn dudes don't rock in Harlem. Harlem dudes definitely don't rock in Brooklyn.
Back in the day,
you know, times have changed because Rich set up in Brooklyn. He's a Harlem dude.
Shabazz was set up in Brooklyn. Big man.
Right.
They was in Brooklyn.
Wait, what's Shabazz?
Shabazz from Open Eye.
He's from Harlem?
Nah, he's from Brooklyn. He was set up in Brooklyn. He's from Brooklyn.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that Brooklyn, Rich is a Harlem dude.
Yeah, Rich is a Harlem dude. That came down, right? That came down.
Yeah, that came down. Brooklyn dude, and I was set up in Harlem. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
that's right.
It's like, but this is 05. This is before all of that really came, because that's everybody from New York goes everywhere. Back then it was. So make a long story short, that was my exposure to living the lifestyle of it. And I made the conscious decision. I was like, yo, I want to live this lifestyle. I want to, I'm like, I like what I'm seeing. I think that there's an opportunity to be a lifestyle in this. So I canceled my return flight to Miami, and I was living good in Miami. But
it's nice in Miami. I love Miami.
Huh?
I love Miami, brother. Stop playing.
Yeah, I lived on North 44th Street. I just went back there recently, and somebody took me back to my old block. I was like, I was on 44th in a mini mansion. The shit looked like Scarface. You feel me? But it was a group that I was rocking with, and they had the mansion, and we started. They from Brooklyn, called Duo Live.
Duo Live, okay.
It was through them that I saw the independent grind, because they were selling their own CDs. It was 3 artists, two main artists, but it was 9 of them. All Brooklyn niggas, like hood, but they have they Naya Bingy. They have the locks going all the way. They ate ITEL. They put me on a Selassie. I got to see how grown men could work on their own, come home and divvy up thousands of dollars every day, pay their rent, keep the refrigerator stacked, smoke good, drink good, live good, and they wasn't punching the clock, or they wasn't waiting for the industry checks. And you got to remember, in 05, that was an anomaly. So when I was able to come to Harlem, I already had the mindset. I was like, yo, what if I was to sell these clothes? Because when I was working with Pitbull, I learned how to make t-shirt designs. Before, I had no idea what the machines were. I didn't know about heat press. I didn't know about none of that. Silk screen. I didn't know, I clothes in the store. I don't know how they're made, but he put me onto the factories and whatnot, because I graduated from stylist to doing merch. I was on tour doing merch. So I was like, if I take the same type of machinery and I apply it and I put it on, and I put Egyptians or the Kemetic gods on these shirts, and I stand out there with these brothers in Harlem, shit, I could make me a few dollars. You know what I mean? And I don't have to, I could learn, borrow for DVD, because there was an addiction to DVDs. Nobody knew about a YouTube. The shit wasn't digital. The DVDs were like trading cards.
That's right.
They were in your background, right? But they were a little more immediate than the books. You know how you get a book and you be like, I'm gonna read it when I get a chance. The minute you got your DVD, I'm talking about the minute you got home.
That's right.
You was like, this is going on right now. You know what I'm talking about?
That's right.
Let's put the quinoa on the stove. You know,
and have some fun. Now, Red, hold on 1 second. I didn't get to officially. You should know Aisha because she used to be on a vendor on the street too. Aisha Moore, this is Red Pill. You should remember her.
Yes, before.
Yes, I know Aisha. How you doing?
Yeah.
How are you? It's such a pleasure.
Great.
I'm so excited to know you're going to be on the show.
Yeah, you have a question for him? Give him a question, please. Drop a question because we want to keep him right in the. Because he can keep on going. Believe me, I want to make sure we got him. Yeah. Go ahead,
yeah,
Aisha.
I got a long story. You know
he got bars. He got bars for days. He got bars. Go ahead.
And
ask the question.
I don't want to cut you with them. I have to always put on record.
Yeah.
Black Dot. Our OG, right? Who was working with Blue Pill as an editor in the early 2000s. My brother had a newspaper called Four Corners, and keep in mind, this whole time, it was Blue Pill that was on my case about really waking up, not being woke, because I was woke. He was like, it steps further than this. There's other things that you have to learn. There's other things you have to see in yourself. When he told me that I was kind of upset at him, like, man, you know what I mean? You're taking this shit too far. So Black Dot later on put out a book called Hip Hop Decoded.
I got it right here.
Right? And I was like, I knew your pen game was crazy, Dot, but I didn't know that it was crazy like that. And then Dot started doing productions. He started doing promoting. So Dot got close to Phil Valentine, who was like a hero of mine. Yeah, there you go. That book was profound in my life.
Yep.
So Black Dot was one of the first investors. When I told him, I said, yo, I want to make some t-shirts. I want to make more of these. And he gave like 40 or 50 or $60. I mean, and again, this is 2021. We playing with bands. Dudes playing with M's and whatnot now, right? Back then, if you could all remember, $60 was significant in 05. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? I have a humble beginning.
That's right.
It started with $60.
Yes.
And I took that and I flipped that and I flipped it again and I blew it and then I came back up. You know what I mean? But it was the beginning of something. I always have to give people their flowers.
No, that's true.
So even he was behind the wall. We would go and fly in and visit him and whatnot. But he was writing, he was designing for us. He was like, I need you to do these t-shirts. You should put these esoteric designs on them. We would send it kite back and forth. And one of the COs was another promoter. I don't want to say his name and put him out there, but he was a CO. So he would always bring AA everything that he needed because he was plugged into the community. You know what I'm talking about? So I remember being on the floor and we eating nachos and I'm like, yo, AA, man, I have this vision. I have a dream that one day, you know, it'll be all of us and it'll be young dudes and it'll be like when we was in the club and shit, you know what I'm saying? It'll be that type of audience and all of us be on some consciousness and we all gonna be clean, hopping out of foreigns and, you know, just in our life and we'll be there laughing and like, yo, that's crazy.
Hey, would you believe? Guess who's on Facebook Live with us? Mikey Jarrett. Remember that reggae artist, Mikey Jarrett?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on Facebook Live. And Shabazz is on, brother Shabazz Wilson from Brooklyn.
Okay,
he's on. Yeah,
Shabazz, OG, like I said.
OG.
You know, if it wasn't for Shabazz, if it wasn't for Third Eye Productions, like we would not have. There was no Facebook. That was our source. They fed us. They put together some monumental lectures. They made us feel like these teachers were within our reach. Because another thing, now you could slide into the inbox of one of these teachers. You could, you know, dudes be running into me on the train. All right, out. I'm like,
Yep.
I didn't do that
Yeah.
to my master teachers, but like I was intimidated. I remember
Yeah.
Phil Valentine almost ran me over, dead ass. I was with my ex-girlfriend. He didn't even know. I was running across Flatbush Ave. He was in a station wagon, and I must have had a hood on or something. And he almost hit me, bro. And then when I looked at the car, my ex, she knew his son, and I was like, wait a minute, is that the doc? Is that Dr. Valentine? Like, so we didn't have access to our children like how they have
Like
access
that.
now.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
wouldn't even fathom saying something slick to them. Now when they be on, when they be
Yeah.
online, I be watching people talk crazy about teachers and
Yeah.
they make memes about Umar and all kind of crazy stuff. I'm like, yo, that's sacrilegious because I did not come from that. We
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
we wouldn't even thought of that. I
Yep.
know you
That's
wouldn't
right.
change, but, you know.
That's right. That's right. But Empress, do you have a question for Red? And those that are just tuning in, we got the red pill in the belly. So make sure you go to all his website, all his links. Show him some Cash App love, of course. $ Phil Moreland. Show him some Cash App love right now because he's here with us. Not for a long time, but he's here with us and he's sharing his light. Go ahead, Empress.
That's
Share your question, please.
Yes, thank you. Oh my gosh, this is a pleasure, Brother Red Pill. Where when you was talking about once upon a time, I was watching something on YouTube, and you was talking about, what you're doing in Georgia, and you coming together and you're building and buying land and houses, and what's going on with Georgia? Like, I'm really curious. It's like, is the spot to be right now for the growing community? It's like, is this where like everybody just like the hub of, the hub for us right now?
Yeah. A lot of people are situated in Atlanta that we all are familiar with. A lot of people made the first exodus. The exodus actually has taken place,
Mm-hmm.
especially in places like New York, where the rent is too damn high, and COVID pushed a lot of people
Yeah.
into exodus mode. California lost a lot of residents,
Mm-hmm.
and New York had a draining of residents. A lot of them went to New England, right? And then a lot of them went to Florida and
Mm-hmm.
Georgia,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
in the Carolinas. They were doing that already.
Yep.
What Atlanta represents, and I said it before, is like it represents like a new Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
The energy that's in Atlanta is the energy that I felt when I was in Harlem at its heights.
Yeah.
Mm.
That energy similar to when the rap game was popping in New York, and you
Mm-hmm.
felt the energy like you when you went on 25th, that's like DMX era. When you watched the
Mm-hmm.
old videos on a, it was a different energy. That
Yeah.
energy is a moving energy. That energy is like a spirit. It will shift. It will go. It will move and what it will relocate itself. So that
Mm-hmm.
energy has relocated itself down south. I'm not just gonna say in Atlanta, it's spread throughout the South.
Yeah.
When I
Yep.
go to Miami, I feel it. When I go to Atlanta, I feel it. When I pass through the Carolinas, I felt it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this energy, and it's a collective energy amongst the people because the people are the energy. It's not just some cloud in the air. The people who are invigorated, who are
Mm.
electrified, who have woken up. There's a spirit inside of us
Mm-hmm.
individually, then there's a spirit that resides in us collectively. We are messianic. So in
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta, the spirit and the people are rising up. The spirit and the people have woken up. There's a lot of people who converge on Atlanta from different places around the world, not just America. Around because I
That's
was
right.
meeting people from Canada. I was
Yep.
meeting people from
Yep.
the islands and whatnot. I was meeting people from Africa. They was like, yo, but the same thing happens in Harlem too. Let's be clear. When we were out
Mm-hmm.
there all those years, it was global delegation was coming through.
That's right. That's right.
I could set my clock to it. If I come out there early on Saturday, by 12 o'clock, I probably had already met 3 families
Mm-hmm.
and 2 people who had a passport to come and see us. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So the thing with Atlanta though, there's a trick to it though.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I would say. I would say that the new Mecca for our people will have to be a technological hub. It just can't be oh, shit is lit and there's black ownership. No, that because that's not what we move. We moving in a different but right now. Different type of time that we moving is that we have to be in a place, in a state or a city or a town. It don't have to be big city anymore.
Right. That's right.
You could be a digital nomad. They done made Miami and Puerto Rico the outposts.
Yep.
Tulum. You know what I'm talking about?
I was doing it out there in Miami.
What?
I was doing it out there in Miami, yo.
I already know. And you see the tropical energy, the paradise tropical / pull it Africa energy. I when I go to Miami, I'm like, fam, I'm not in America. This is not America. This shit feels differently. I feel like not only am I got lizards running across my feet. I'm like, I'm not just in the tropics. I'm so different because my DNA is telling me something different. I shine different in Florida, not Jacksonville, and nothing against places like that, but down in Miami, you know what I mean? It does something to me. So I would say that we need to be somewhere where it's a lot of techie, Austin, right? I rock with Texas, but Austin, I think, Elon Musk and them is down there, but that's like the home of Jones. When I think of Austin, I don't think about our people. You know what I mean? I think about like the alt-writers and stuff like that, on their own. They're not trying to do global business. They out there putting on for their people. You know what I'm saying? When you hear the white boys in Texas talking technology, that's to advance white people. We need to have a tech hub. There's no time to debate about it. There's no time to think about it. We're already late. You know what I'm talking about? The train already took off. We are already late. So we need to have incubators and accelerators. What is that? Those are households. Those are houses. We need to come together and buy 3-family and 4-family homes, gut them homes out and make them pure production warehouses, right? I went to some houses in Atlanta. It was a podcast mansion. All the rooms were retrofitted for podcasts. The whole mansion was for full production. In the basement, they had green screened everything out. So when we move like that to where it's creating I'm talking about top notch content. We are controlling our industries, right? We're linked in with the farmers and whatnot. We don't have food deserts. We're approaching food deserts with food trucks and with I'm talking about, it's to the point where you got to go in there on some Bumpy Johnson type shit and lean on these stores and be like, no, you're gonna carry this organic food, bro. Like you're gonna carry this quinoa, you're gonna carry this sea moss. This, you know what I mean? Like it's a crime that everywhere that I go, the gas stations, the stores carrying the same poisons, right? And we could show how those poisons are attached to the high mortality rate, meaning that people are dying from the pig knuckles that they're eating. You know what I'm talking about? And that badass meat that they're eating out of stores that are targeting the hood, right? Like they know the same way that they have those zip codes and their red zones and whatnot. That's the same way that the meat distributors, the food distributors, they have zip codes with red zones. They send the bad food to them. They send the old ass meat to them. They send the carcinogen to them. You know what I mean? You realize in the hoods that got gentrified, how did the bodega turn into a delicatessen? You know what I mean? And they start carrying all of these healthy foods. That's because the Europeans who moved into these neighborhoods demanded through the congressmen and through meetings and whatnot that the food, right, and the health of the food, it doesn't have to be whole food, but it has to be something that's going to be more well balanced than just having a goddamn store that's just serving death all day, death and sugar. You know what I'm saying? So Atlanta to me is a jump off spot. right? We were working on getting acres in the mountains, which are right about an hour and a half outside of Atlanta. That sits right between. It's like the Blue Ridge Mountains. It sits right between Tennessee, Carolina, and Georgia. You know what I'm talking about? And you know, we had the opportunity to go there. There are some landowners that are melanated that's doing it up there and whatnot, putting together. They got camps, they got land, you know, and they offered us 48 for this. And this was before Bitcoin started going crazy. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So we live in a day and time now where we could easily get up as a collective, put our coins together, go. There's websites we can buy this land, could cultivate land. There's a thing called digital nomads. Have you ever heard it? Have you heard of digital nomads?
No. Please explain. And that, before you move forward into that, but now it looks like what you're saying now, because remember we're talking about the matrix. So is it about going into the matrix, since this is what technology is all about?
Right. So as you saw in the movie The Matrix, the last one, which Sophia were not right, that's got to put that on a record. And she stated that she wrote the first one and not the other ones.
Right.
It showed Neo going back into the machine. He negotiated his contract with the Matrix to basically destroy the Matrix, but he had to go back into the Matrix. Now, a digital nomad would be an individual who could basically wake up and say, you know what? I'm not in the Matrix, or I'm closer to being outside of the Matrix than you niggas that are trapped in the city, 9 to 5, tied into the system, licensed up, contracted to all of these entities and whatnot. You are completely locked into the Matrix. You know the movie where when they had all of the quote unquote cords stuck into the person. That's contracts. That's the licenses. You know what I mean? That could be mortgage and shit. You know, that could be, you know, your relationship to your religion and whatnot. That the ties that bind us. A digital nomad is a person who has structured their quote unquote life in their business to whereas they don't have to basically live in the place where they work. They don't have to basically domicile in a big city to make big city money. A digital nomad is able to make their money off their laptop. A digital nomad can make their money off their cell phone. Right? Digital nomad knows how to quote unquote tap into the decentralized DeFi or decentralized finance, right? Whereas you're making bread and you're transferring money and you're able to quote unquote clean your money, and there's no middleman, there's no centralized bank, nobody knows your name, right? In a decentralized zone, you sign up to something, they don't ask you your email, they don't ask you for your license. If you go to a bank to set up a bank account, they need to know everything about you, therefore you could be taxed. In a DeFi world, you don't tax. You don't have to worry so much about tax. Well, they're trying to catch up to it now, but the idea of decentralized, the idea of the blockchain, the idea of where we are right now in this new world, this digital reset and whatnot, this new digital economy is anonymity, and anonymity equals sovereignty. You know what I mean? When you really think about it. So now think about this. They done suspended the schools and whatnot. So children are to go to schools. You're not tied into, I gotta take little Heru to daycare, or I gotta take, you know, little Aisha and whatnot to her private school, right? Because there is no school right now. So now your child could be going to school, they could still be logged into school, but they're in Tulum every morning waking up, and the teacher don't know where they at because you don't have to be in person. You could work for Goldman Sachs, you could work for whatever, Amazon, you could work for any of these companies, but you don't have to. Now you are a work at home. They don't have to know where you are. You don't have tabs on you because you're unplugged from the Matrix.
So we should, that means early in the times when we was watching movies like Hacker and all that, we should have studied the principles of hacking or coding.
Well, somebody did.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody did.
The children, right, of the oppressor, right, in different races, because the Asians are behind this, the Indians are behind this, Africans from the continent is behind this, and the European from Europe, and the one over here, the Anglo-Saxon, they're behind this. It's the baby boomers, right? And these Generation X's and whatnot. They have created a new matrix, right?
Okay.
This matrix is a little less restrictive than the old matrix. This matrix is not a prison, right? This matrix, you could move around this matrix and you could flex your sovereign muscle. You could eat what you want, right? You could believe what you want, okay? You could sell what you want, right? You could live in a place where marijuana and hemp and other crops are legal, right? So you could basically embrace what our younger brothers and sisters of generations before us were being criminalized for. Now you could do that without the quote unquote hovering. So there's people who could become multimillionaires just off of THC, just off of CBD oils, just off of hemp, the 2,500 products that it creates and whatnot. You could be selling hempcrete. You could be selling hemp papers. They're about to outlaw, quote unquote, blunts, right? They're about to outlaw blunts, tobacco blunts. They said it's not good for you. That's what Joe Biden and them said. You could make $1 million selling your own version of hemp wraps. These shit smoke good. Let me tell you a thing or two. You know what I mean? They do. You could enterprise, you could industrialize, right? You could take a tribe and buy some land, build on the land, right? There's prefab homes. There's something earth ships. Go and look up earth ships. They're making homes out of tires, bottles, and biodegradable biodegradable material like that. There's
you know me and Atar was teaching that for years, right?
Right, exactly. There's monolithic domes, right? Houses that are shaped as domes that are earthquake and hurricane proof.
Right.
There's also what's the other form of housing? There's tiny homes.
Homes.
Right. So let's say that you purchase the land. They selling land on eBay, by the way, right?
Yep.
Let's say that you purchase 10 acres. Let's say that you purchase 1 acre, 5 acres, right? You go and set up on the land. You set up a manufacturing type situation and whatnot. You bring your tribe together. You might have the whole polygamy thing popping. So it's one family is a whole business and whatnot. Or it could be an old school monogamy thing. But you bring the tribes together, right? And then y'all form LLCs and whatnot. Or there's the new form of LLC called a decentralized autonomous organization. It's pronounced DAO. Like you have DAO. There's Taoism. It's called DAO. They just legalized it in Wisconsin. You can have a completely autonomous, automatic. It's a LLC. It's a business with no humans in it. It only works off of smart contracts. Think vending machine, right? That's the example that they use when they talk about DAOs. A vending machine has a contract written in it to where you give $1, you get that Snickers and whatnot. There's no human interaction. People come and collect the money later on. The way that the DAO, think Uber,
Lyft, all of
think Airbnb and Lyft.
Yep.
It's digitized. It's digital. You press a button, the car pull up. You don't know if there was any humans working through that thing right there. So the lifting them are half they're half DAOs and they're half old traditional business structures. The new business structure is completely autonomous. It's automated all the way, right? So there's so many opportunities. There's so many things that we could do. There's so many windows that have opened up. I feel like that it's so many ancestors on the other side. They have created a way for us. It's too many of them over there for us not to look around and realize that things are opening up for us if we only just look at it. So what I'm saying about being able to unplug from the matrix is It's not theory anymore. You literally could form your own community. Who's to say that me and you can't go into somewhere if they got Tulum popping? Who's to say that we can't find somewhere else in Mexico and build that up and get that popping?
That's right. That's right.
Who's to say that we can't go to St. Croix or Virgin Islands and get that popping? Who's to say that we can't go to Costa Rica? Who's to say that we can't go to Ghana, Zanzibar? You know what I mean? Akon is building a city.
Yep.
Look.
Yep.
There's no time to complain. The Bitcoin is 60 bands. You know what I'm talking about? I know people out here. I know people they've been collecting coins since our first show in 2014, and they got it, bro. They got it. They can make a move right now and start building their own cities the same way that Akon did. You know what I mean? They could get a loan against their quote unquote wallet. They don't even got to spend their own money. So can you be sovereign? Yes. Can you buy your quote unquote anonymity? Yes. Can you become a private citizen? Yes. You know what I'm talking about? Can you utilize your own money? Yes, nigga. It's called cryptocurrency. It's 6,500 coins. Remember the Ithaca dollar? And niggas was like, oh, we need our own dollars and whatnot. I feel so good spending digital money. I don't even want to look at old money no more. I don't want to look at fiat with these old goddamn rapists and these slave owners' faces on it. You know what I mean? The same pieces of paper that so many of my people died for and whatnot. I'm demystified from that. I don't want to hold a money phone. I want to hold a crypto phone. You know what I'm talking about?
Makes a lot of sense, brother.
The crypto, the digital money, it belongs to it follows quantum laws. Fiat does not. It's analog. It doesn't follow. It's not. It doesn't grow exponentially. Look at look at all of it's a lot of old white people mad at this new revolution of digital. Why? Because they had to grab ankles, touch toes, kill people, sell their soul, and do all snake family members, do all kind of shit, right? For that old ass blood money that they got.
I'm hearing that Biden wants to put taxes on the cryptocurrency. Is that true?
Of course. They don't want to let go of this old system that their forefathers built on the backs of our people and whatnot. You dig what I'm saying? They're scared. Yeah. They're scared because it's a global movement. Bitcoin is being mined out of China. The person who's quote unquote quoted as setting it off is Satoshi Nakamoto. That ain't no white man. They're gonna come up with all kinds of excuses to demonize it. Bitcoin died 300 plus times already. So, we know what that's about. But at the end of the day, the ball already left the court. The plane already took off, my nigga. It's too late. There's nothing that they could do to stop the momentum, to stop the wave. People have become educated in ways that they never was before based off of this lockdown and whatnot. You're not dealing with an uneducated consumer and whatnot. So they've learned how to tweak the system. They learn how to hack the system. We are in a quantum reality right now. What does that mean? Quantum reality means there is no up and down, left and right. It's up, down, left, right.
Everything. All everywhere.
The shit in between and all that.
That is what the mathologist just said. He says the binary code is over. The binary code is over. It's all quantum now. He says done. Everywhere.
It's qubit. Oh, binary is finished. It's qubit.
Yes, that's what he said. I was like, oh,
welcome to the new world.
New world, man.
Welcome to the new world. So we're not even in quantum yet. Like the quantum internet and the quantum computers are not even up and running. We just getting hype over crypto and the little things, and people are having a hard time with that shit. But I promise you, give it a year or two when mass adoption takes place and black people, melanated people, because there's only about 2% of us that are on board right now. But when we figure this shit out, bro, look, they're legalizing psychedelics. They're legalizing shrooms, magic shrooms. They're legalizing marijuana around the feds is about to let it go. They're about to legalize it. They're legalizing, gambling and shit like that. Like, there's so many things going on that we don't have any excuse to be victims of this matrix anymore. We could really live on our own terms. We could live on our own land. We're not addicted to the animal flesh like that anymore. So we could live off of our own farm. You dig what I'm saying? We could raise our own children and teach them the things that we want them to learn and whatnot. They don't have to be traumatized. They can actually grow up to be actual children, because that's important. That's any society where the children are forced to grow up too fast and become adults at like 8 and 7. You're living, you know, like in Chicago and other places that are like war zones and whatnot. You're not living in a correct time. Like you have to really analyze what the fuck is going on, because you know where I'm from, the babies, the little ones, my son is 13, and theoretically at that age, that's when they start killing in New York. Right? It wasn't like that before.
That's right.
But that's the new norm and whatnot, that you got to put in work. They got murder beefs at 13. That's abnormal.
That's not normal.
That's abnormal. That's not right. You feel what I'm saying? These children should not have to. That's not going to be good for their psyche growing up and whatnot. And then to you know, and then they have the propaganda of the police hunting them down and whatnot. They got to live with that type of shit, that type of fake ass fear and whatnot. So we don't want a new generation of super traumatized children. Why would we want that when the babies have access to the master teachers at like 3 and 4? I know you've come across them, the star seeds. I sure have.
Of course.
I was like, God damn it.
Of course.
You know, they was teaching me.
Exactly.
So as parents, I feel that it is our duty right now to prepare our little ones. My children have wallets. They got crypto wallets. You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, you could do it on Cash App right now. You can do it on Cash App. I'm big on crypto on Cash App.
Feel me?
I ain't even go to Robinhood yet.
Yo, yeah. You just throw. If you got like I tell people that's your savings account.
Exactly.
So we don't have to. So it's not difficult. So we don't have to be all over the place. Bitcoin, Ethereum, that's your savings. If you got whatever you got in savings, all you got to do is convert it. Don't even look at it. Don't touch it. Don't think about it. Just know, instead of having it in fiat that doesn't grow, you've put it in crypto, and the shit is going quantum and is growing.
Exactly.
Your 401k will turn into 401m's, my nigga. How about that?
No K's, no more. We're here with the red pill, man. We're here with the great one, the red pill himself, in the building, dropping bombs. Where your bomb at? Cause you got the bomb. There it is. I gotta put on my nuke mask. I gotta put on my gas mask for this one. Where my mask at? I got my mask. I got my Tyvek suit ready. I got my Tyvek suit. Everything ready for this. Yo, Empress Aisha, you give him a question, please. Shoot that question, especially about this crypto stuff, man. Go into it.
Yeah, because recently I heard that.
Oops. Sorry, we lost you. Say that again. We lost you for a second. Go ahead. Say it again.
Because I was just watching something, and it was saying that the stock market and that to invest in crypto is not a good idea right now.
Let me share something with you. One of the reasons why our community why we don't have more whales in the community, and a whale is somebody that owns, a lot of crypto, right? We got people who are collectors. We have people who are investors, and we got some giants. You know what I mean? I've seen some wallets. I ain't gonna put
don't put nobody out there. No.
But some people were listening and paying attention, and they were making the right type of investments. But one of the reasons why all of us are not right is because the media's job is to always sway us back into poverty. You got to remember, fear is attached to poverty, right?
Yes,
and one of the jobs that they've done over the years, and especially the last year to a T, and the 4 years of Donald Trump is whatnot, is that they got super duper dedicated to their fear bag. And false expectations appearing real is the fact that, if you invest in this crypto, it's not going to do good. If anybody from the stock market says that, then you know that that's cap, because who the hell knows what the stock market is finna do? You know what I'm saying? Crypto is outperforming the stock market. So if we were not listening to the naysayers 10 years ago, there would be a whole bunch of us that would be sitting on our own land right now, right? With extras, right? With resources and with plans. We'd be able to plan 100 years into the future because we set ourselves up to do things like that by having a comfortable cushion. You know what I'm talking about? And that's what crypto is. And they are not obligated to tell you that, because if they were to tell you that, there would be a run on the banks and people will go crazy. The day that the news media says that crypto is a go, that's the day that you should worry. You know what I mean? That's the day that you should worry, because I promise you, the media has been pulling wool over our eyes when it comes to crypto for over a decade. Like I said, Bitcoin died 300 something times. The media played a part in that. Not all the times, but they played a part in that. After it dies, it comes back stronger. That means when it dips, when it goes low, you know what I mean? When it has this, when it goes red and whatnot, that's when it dies, but it comes back even stronger. It was $200 in 2014. Talk black to me.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And my first Bitcoin was $1. So my first somebody gave me a coin. They gave me I brought a guest on our show. His name was D Miller L. He did a show on Know the Ledge called B-Boys or Bitcoin. And after the show, he sent me $1. That dollar turned into $800, y'all.
Wow. Ain't that something?
That dollar turned into 800 over the years. He gave it to me in 2014. I got the receipt. I put it on my page. You know what I mean? Because with Bitcoin, with the blockchain, it's an open ledger. So the banks are afraid of open ledgers. The government is afraid of an open ledger. The industry is afraid of an open ledger. Why? Because you can't hide. You can't steal. It's an open book. A lot of the things that they have a black market. It's called the rat line and whatnot. People call it the deep state. They're running guns, they're running body organs, they're running drugs, they're running people, sex trafficking, human trafficking. They're doing all these things under the guise of a secret government and whatnot, and they don't want you to see that. In the music industry, is something called a royalty black box. They got you going platinum in Turkestan, and you don't even know that.
You don't even know it.
You don't even know that. And they're collecting all of this money and whatnot. They are afraid of an open ledger because it exposes everything. That's why you see them mad slow on it, and they're trying to create their own blockchains, and they're trying to create their own technology to upend it and whatnot, because they're shaking in their boots because their children came forward and tipped over their table with their quote unquote, what they revolutionized. They fucked up their parents' legacies and the shit that their parents were on with this new technology.
Damn. Man, now, Red, what are some of the best sites to go to get more information about this new waves, the whole crypto wave, everything?
You got an academy launching. I'm glad you asked that.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay, can they go to your links here? Can they go to any of these links here, or no? Or should they email you?
Let me see.
Or let me write it down. What is it?
Well, we launching on May Day. We tentatively.
Today, May Day was May 1st.
Cinco de Mayo, my bad.
Cinco de Mayo. Okay, that's the 5th. Okay. Oh, yeah.
So I'm working on pushing that out on the 5th and whatnot. Stream Chasers Academy. There's gonna be a whole thing dedicated. But I did a 6-hour workshop on crypto. So I would definitely say hit me on my email if you want to purchase that. We have it on video on demand. Right? We have it on video on demand. And when we launch our academy, we're going to have full modules that are going to break down everything from, I'm talking about all of the questions that people have about Bitcoin. You know what I mean?
Okay, so everybody, y'all see his email right there, themart125@gmail.com. Make sure you go and hit him up if you want to find out further information about those classes and all those things that's coming up that he's launching on Cinco de Mayo. That's May the 5th, of course. And that's make sure you show him some Cash App love. Go to his Kings County Big Cartel, and of course all the other stuff. Yeah, go ahead, brother. What you want to say?
I did a lecture in 2015 with Sinetta called "The Evolution Will Be Digitized."
Yes, I
And
remember.
I was touching on Bitcoin and the blockchain and other things back then.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did is I did an updated iteration to it last month. I did the Evolution Will Be Digitized 2021. And we
Mm-hmm.
talked about decentralized autonomous organizations. We talked about non-fungible tokens, which is NFTs. We talked about cryptocurrency, which is it's not just quote unquote Bitcoin. It's a whole family of coins.
Mm-hmm.
There's gaming tokens, there's staking tokens, there's Tether coins, you know what I mean? There's stable coins, there's and then there's the big dog. There's that Bitcoin, and then there's Ethereum. But then then there's the blockchains that are attached to the coins.
Mm-hmm.
So I did DAOs, blockchains, cryptocurrencies, and NFTs. NFTs, I mean, DAOs to me is going to be the future ahead of that. But
Mm-hmm.
right now, the rave is NFTs, non-fungible tokens and whatnot. And that's an evolution that's taking place currently,
Yes.
in the art sector, but it's going to merge over into other sectors. It's going to
Oh,
merge into insurance and finances.
that-
But
that-
right now, it's shaking up the music and it's shaking up
yes.
the art because the artists are now finally getting, you know,
That's what my son was telling me. Prince. He was telling me about that because he said all my old music and all that stuff. I could start doing that.
yeah,
He was yeah.
my
Oh
board.
wow. Let me show it in the front. Hold on. Let me show it up in the front. Yeah. I see the board. Yeah.
So
Oh
these are
wow.
all of the coins. These are the coins and whatnot. And
Wow.
these are the exchanges and the wallets. You know, as I'm building out this site, I just have to put everything down and
Of
whatnot.
course. Of
So
course.
we building out the best exchanges to go to, you know, Binance, Coinbase, Coin Mama, KuCoin,
Mm-hmm.
Kraken, you know what I mean? There's a whole bunch of them. Swap Zone, you
Mm-hmm.
know, Shapeshift,
Mm-hmm.
Tidex, Xmo, Probit, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole world. So I'm like, we got to be a part of this world because
Yeah.
I don't like saying names of companies that, you know, I don't know the owners and whatnot. I don't want to give promotion to people who don't look like me like that. You feel me?
Exactly.
So it's really time, and that's what we're gonna be doing in Stream Chasers as well. We're going to have courses on how to build your own blockchain, how to build your own NFT marketplace, and how to create your own coin because we have to know our place in this new matrix. And our place in this new matrix is that we could be any we want to be. You want to be at the top? Well, there's a way to get there. You want to be a player? Well, there's room, there's seats available. Come and play. You dig what I'm saying? So your music, your flyers, right?
Yes.
Your
Yeah.
old performances,
Yeah.
even if you have your demo tape,
I still got all of that.
anything, right? Because we are in a collector's market, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're in a
Yeah.
resellers market. Think sneakers, think Yeezys and Jordans, right?
Mm.
Resellers, meaning that if I were to buy something and we follow the model of scarcity, it's following the scarcity model. I'm
Mm-hmm.
putting out 100 albums. It's only 100 ever made. If you niggas don't get this, you'll never get it and whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you collect it, if you buy it for $100 based off of the way that I'm moving, because I'm remember, man make the money, money don't make the man. And this is and this new economy is showing us. First, it was the passion economy. People are making money off of their passions, they're becoming millionaires and
Mm-hmm.
things of that nature. Then we coming into this new creator economy. You create
Mm-hmm.
your living, you could create your economy, you could create your millions and whatnot. You don't have to have a middleman. There's no more middleman. It's straight P to P. It's from me to you. It's from me straight to the customer. No
Mm-hmm.
label, no distributor, none of
Mm-hmm.
that. We utilize the internet as a distributor. And
Mm-hmm.
based off of the worth that you see in yourself, that's
Mm-hmm.
what you demand. So if I put a painting out there, I'm like, I want 44 ethers for this. You know what I'm
Mm.
talking about? And if and people who know, if you know, you know, because you know that I'm gonna make my name and my
Mm-hmm.
brand worth more while I'm alive, and then God forbid when I'm gone, you already know what it's finna do. So
Mm.
you bet on your horse, right? You make you know, now we don't have to worry about no, you're responsible for the moves that you make in the now, and you got to do it fast. We're in the quickening and whatnot. So they have auctions and shit like that, and shit gets sold out like this. So while you was sitting around trying to contemplate if this person is worth it or not, there's 100 other people that feel like he is, and they're gonna pay the motherfucking price. They're gonna pay the ticket and whatnot, and then they're gonna resell it to your ass triple the price. Right? And as consumers, there's this thing with consumers that we just can't help it. If the shit lit, we need it. So now people are putting worth back into themselves. This is a beautiful day for artists, because from time immemorial, when they was out there painting cathedrals and whatnot for fucking a few shillings and whatnot, artists have never been respected for they've never been given their true worth. Only in not only in death, but mostly in death.
That's right.
Like Basquiat, he blew up when he died.
That's right.
So the artists are now beginning to see this is an evolution. This is revolutionary. The artists are now, because the value of the artist is beginning to shift to what it should have been. So now you're seeing them selling paintings for a few $1 million, and people is like, how did that happen? I'm like, nigga, because they've been worth millions of dollars. You niggas just wasn't giving it to them because you had artists starving, right? Because everybody on the other side of somebody who's talented but broke, they know how to benefit from shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? They like, yeah, I'll give you $10. Okay, all right, here. You know what I mean? Oh, you niggas got a vice? Huh? You got a vice? You stuck on a GMO weed? Well, I'll buy you some Zaza. And the niggas is like, all right, just give me 2 bags. And they're like, okay. Right? So they've been taking advantage of talent. The music industry has been taking advantage of talent. You sell a $20 album and get 2 cents.
I went through it already in the reggae world. I already know.
Right.
I already know, bro.
My deluxe is coming. My deluxe for the Red Summer, right? I put out the Red Summer 14 tracks. I think the deluxe might have another 14 NFT. I'm not signed to a label. I don't have obligations to no old white man who was like, Red Pill, we paid your bills during the quarantine, and you know, you gotta pay it back with some interest. No, I never. They tried to, you know, I had some wrinkly people try to rock me to sleep and tell me how dope I was and buy my whole face, because you know they're gonna buy your likeness from you. So you know, Eazy-E's children, you know what I mean? Let's hope the DMX children could benefit off of DMX catalog, because Eazy-E's children cannot. And there's a whole bunch of people where these people own everything of yours, your signature, your face, your likeness, your name.
I remember an interview with Supercat and Squeeze, and Supercat said they tried to kill him so they could take his catalog.
That's right. Lucky he get better promotion.
Yeah, lucky he was able to jump out that car and let off 2 more shots at their ass when they came after him. He had his gun on him.
That's right.
You know, he had to let off shots.
That's right. The music industry, which was notoriously mafia run, they was leaning on you for your publishing. And they was putting gats to your head to make you sign contracts, to take people out of the contracts and to put them in some. So now we have this new thing. The people that's going to get rich off of the music and NFT, I don't think that they're going to be signed artists, because the record labels is putting out cease and desist. They don't even want their artists on those platforms and whatnot in those marketplaces, because they own them. They're contracted to them. So they haven't figured out yet how are we going to rate these artists and get what they get from an NFT. So until then, they put a freeze on these artists. Independent. I'm putting out a whole record label on the blockchain. It's called Black Cloud Records and Blackchain Records. I bought the domain, my niggas. It's too late. It's nothing y'all could do. Can't stop it.
And what you putting on that? What you putting on that domain? Your music only?
Nah, I'm signing niggas. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I'm signing niggas for an NFT. Like, you know.
Well, I want to get my old stuff on NFT, because I know my album I have an album, yo. I have a whole album, son. So it's like,
I mean, it's that time. It's developing as we speak. Every day there's a new there's something, a new breakthrough. There's multiple sites. There's Nifty Gateway, there's Rareable, you know what I'm talking about? There's NBA Top Shot. They selling trading cards, digital trading cards for millions of dollars. Then they have the digital worlds like the Decentraland. They're virtual worlds where you could buy virtual land.
Wow.
So there's people who own Harlem, and then they could drop their NFT in Harlem. Yo, this shit is crazy. I be in digital lands with the virtual glasses on, going brazy. It's a whole world. I feel like a child again, because it's really like Roblox. Real talk, it's like Fortnite and Roblox, but it's money involved.
Yeah. Empress, I don't know how your mind is rolling with this, because this is going out there. I can tell, I can see how you're looking. Now she's a creative also. I know she could put some of her earrings and stuff and all that creative stuff that she does on NFT also.
That's the super fact. Yes, going back to what I was saying a minute ago.
Yeah.
About being out the matrix and being a digital nomad and winning. A tribe of us.
Yes.
Go somewhere tropical, because like Sabi said, we tropical people.
That's right.
We have an alkaline diet.
That's right.
We're in the waters. We're next to mama, right?
We're
doing our meditate. We're staying in alignment. We're not trusting each other. Like, fuck that. I don't trust you because you live in a city, my nigga. You can tell me anything. You in a matrix. You know what I'm talking about? You only Neo half the day. You pop out and pop back. You're not in Zion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't expect you to be Zion like if you're not in Zion. So we have to take ourselves and remove ourselves and put ourselves back in Zion. You have not experienced the best of Red Pill because I haven't been more than 5 years in Zion. You do what I'm saying? You know, I'm still a bottom feeder, my nigga. I'm still in the city. Right now, I remove myself from the confines of the big city. My son was born a year ago, right? No, he's a year in April. But
the new one. Congratulations.
I made the decision. Thank you. I made the decision during the COVID to go to the outskirts of the cities, right? So I'm on the outskirts of the city. So it's helping me in a sense because I'm not with the rat race. I'm calm. I don't wake up like with anxiety. When you live in New York, I couldn't stay in a house if I lived in New York. I don't know how New Yorkers stayed in the house during the COVID lockdown. That just don't
crazy.
That's not a New Yorker thing.
That's why I went down south,
bro. House,
that's why I went down south. I was away for 6 months. I could not.
You feel me?
I'm a bike rider. I'm a walker. I'm an exercise on the park person. I could not stay in this house, man. And people was trying to tell me don't do it. I'm like, come on now, leave me alone. I'm not a part of this mindset. I'm gone. I'm gone.
Right.
And I took bus. See, I wasn't on plane. I took bus. I paid for 2-3 seats, so I don't have to sit next to people. Oh, I went like that. I'm balling. I said, yo, get on that.
Yo, you and me alike, bro. I done did China bus to Atlanta so many times that they thought that I owned the bus sometimes.
Exactly.
Put my life. They talk about wear a mask and COVID. Yeah, them Chinese be on the edge of the highway, bro.
Yo, and moving fast, making 3 stops.
The window. Yeah,
they gone.
They gone.
That's what I do for $60.
In this community or in this commune, you be creating art, right?
Right.
One of the most important people in our community right now is a digital 3D artist. And if there's one that's out there listening to this conversation, do me a solid and email me. I have a proposition that you probably can't turn down. You dig what I'm saying? Like I said, one of the most important people in this process that we're looking to put forward in the NFT realm is a digital 3D artist, right? Somebody that works with Cinema 4D, Maya, Blender. There's different programs that are out there. You know what I'm talking about? 3D Max and whatnot. We need to have a conversation. Whoever you are and you out there and you hear my voice, make it sound like when Neo heard Morpheus. Answer the calling. Right?
That's right.
So we can help change lives. Because that's what this is about. And lives are being changed. Fortunately, I'm seeing so many people's lives change for the better in this community. You know, a lot of the problems that we were having before where people were being assaulted and abused and whatnot. They're not. It's different now. People are learning. They're tapped into courses and whatnot. They're learning for their teachers. You know, they're receiving applicable knowledge that they could show works. So we're moving steps closer to quote unquote being unplugged from the matrix, because to be honest with you, it's going to take a few of us to show the example, probably chart it, putting in a book or something, put it into some type of form of literature that other people could follow like a manual and put it out, because that's what's needed at the end of the day. There are intricacies like paperwork and whatnot for people that really want to break those contracts. I would say get your shit together, and you know, and then that might be the last stone that you turn over and whatnot, or that might be close to the last one. But when it comes to becoming a digital nomad, unplugging from this quote unquote the plantations, unplugging from the rat race, you know, tapping into the passion economy, learning how you can make residual income and things of that nature just off of your passion. Look, King Simon is living his passion. He's tapped into his passion. I could tell when he's doing a reading, he's not at work. He's living. Right. It doesn't feel like work. Nah. When I'm in the lab making these clothes and whatnot, you know, it feels like work.
That's right.
No, because it's my passion, but it's not that much. I've been doing it for 10 years, more than 10 years. I have new passions. Yes, you know what I'm talking about? So when shit starts to feel like a job, then it may be time to hop onto something else that you're a little more passionate about. Not to say that I won't do it anymore. I might get me an apprentice and whatnot and pass them the business. And then I have an exit strategy, because some of these businesses, we have to have exit strategies for them. You're not going to own every single business that you have forever. That's not the plan. You're not going to pass everything down to your children.
That's right.
My son was like, I don't want no fucking t-shirt business. He was like, I'm good.
Yeah, that's how they do. That's how your children, they gonna do what they gonna do. But
your children gonna humble you, bro.
That's right. I've learned that.
Little ones is gonna humble you.
I've learned that 9 ways.
Right. We out here talking about, oh, I want my child to be greater than you. That comes with a cost, because if they're gonna be greater than you, then they're going to they're gonna show you. They're gonna make you feel like they are greater than you. You know what I mean? You have to be willing to allow them to be greater than you, but they're going to stunt. You know what I mean? These little kids is out here stunting on their parents and whatnot, but it is what it is, because
that's true. My son said that at Queen of Fua's house, he going to be greater than me. I say, hey, in whatever perspective you going to be greater than me, do it. That's it. It's when you get on that stage of Madison Square Garden like I did, that's when you're gonna pass me. Right. That's when you pass me. Right. But now it's digital, so he can reach a whole bunch of people, more than I did back in my day. And that was
Madison Square Garden is 18.5 thousand.
That's it.
18,000. They doing that on YouTube.
Exactly. And I was in Randall's Island, 30,000. They're doing that in YouTube.
18 million. Right now. Yeah, they looking at M's and B's and whatnot.
Exactly.
But if it's a strong statement, but we all as parents should stand on that.
That's
why we are bringing these children here with the idea to be greater than us.
That's right.
I keep track of my little ones. I talk to my father. I'm like, yo, Dad, was I on one like when I was 8? Was I talking like that? He's like, nah. You know, he wasn't moving like that, little nigga. Like, he was intimidated. And I was like, my son is not intimidated. He was like, yeah.
That's so true.
Yeah, I mean,
no, because when I talk to my pops, no, because see, I was a free mind. I mean, even when I used to go to Jamaica, they used to always try to put these scare tactics on me. I said, nah, man, I'm gonna rent this car and I'm gone. I'm 16, 17, renting a car. I'm gone to go drive this car where I gotta go. I ain't got no time for you. No, they're gonna rob you down there and I'm gonna shoot you over there, son. I'm gonna shot you down there. I'm like, nah, man, I'm gone.
Right.
But I was just that energy, you know. I'm just that energy. But before we let you go, Red, Empress Aisha, you got one more question or 2 more questions for our brother before we let him go, because we gotta keep it moving. Go ahead.
Yes. I'm really hooked on this getting out the matrix. And I feel like I'm curious is creating these LLCs and to create these businesses and you have to sign these contracts are you still locking yourself into the matrix when you because I see that there's more women and I'm not just in general there's more people who's becoming entrepreneurs and they're going for LLCs majority of the people and and I'm just curious do we continue to go that route or do we just go a whole other direction when we want to start a business?
Well, you have the opportunity to become a cooperative. You have the opportunity, like I was saying earlier, for the DAOs, the DAOs. Those are autonomous organizations, and you can LLC those in Wyoming and whatnot. But you'll be on. They have humans on their boards and things of that nature. If you're a coin holder or stakeholder, then you have the right to vote and things of that nature. It's almost like a form of governance.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, there are ways to get around locking yourself in to these contracts. Let's just say that you become an employee of a LLC. You might not be the actual owner, the CEO, and things of that nature. Your name might not be on the paperwork as an owner, but you could be the owner and you can appoint somebody else as one. You know what I mean? You can appoint a family member, a loved one, a child or something, and then your roles and your duties, you're not necessarily locked in legally like that to this business, but that also has its
right
struggles as well, because somebody could go ahead and run off with your business.
exactly.
Okay.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
But when it comes to, let's just say hypothetically that somebody were to remove themselves from the city and whatnot and go, let's say hypothetically, Puerto Rico, and you go up into the country and whatnot and you're chilling, you know um you might be booming on Instagram with a product and whatnot. You might have courses, you might be an online, you might open up, you might get a farm somewhere and then you go live every morning with with just information. You have a membership, you know what I mean, you have a following and whatnot. You're tapped into the passion economy, right? You have a Patreon, you have a Skillshare where you're an expert in something, right? And you're teaching yoga, you're teaching sun gazing, you're teaching quote unquote martial arts, you're teaching boxing, you're teaching self-defense, you're teaching another language, Skillshare, Thinkific, all of these learning platforms and whatnot. These are allowing people, there were teachers who were getting $50,000 a year, making $50,000 a month on platforms like Thinkific and Patreon and shit like, and on OnlyFans, right? There's a brother who made $1 million on OnlyFans, Bandman Kivo. He's selling information about fixing your credit and what. He ain't stripping. He's not showing no flesh. He's selling information about fixing your credit, and he showed his receipts. $1 million right off of teaching, right off of OnlyFans, a $50 page and whatnot. So you could make a lot of you could tap in. You know what I mean? Of course, you got to understand the tax laws and things of that nature. But like I said, there's ways to move further away from the matrix. There's steps. The more you move away from it, the closer you'll start coming towards newer and better information to pull you even further away from it. You dig what I'm saying? To whereas you don't really gotta worry about nothing that's going on if it's not in your immediate circle. It's not dealing with your it's not, it's like, yo, shit happens. We should not be reactionary to every news report and everything that comes out. You know, I post a lot of shit on my Instagram because I like to engage. You know what I mean? And I have multiple audiences. So I like to keep them informed about things. But, you know, it's not meant to put nobody in no fear bag. You know what I mean? I try my best to get people out of their fear bag, and I explain to them, we're living in a quantum realm right now. Shit is gonna be happening on level. You're about to see some shit that you've never seen before. They're about to pull them starships out. So we're not supposed to get we're not supposed to quote unquote be surprised at anything that's going on. We're not supposed to be taking nothing serious. We should understand and be in a mind state that this whole thing is finna fall apart. It's falling apart before our eyes. The old guard is falling. You know what I'm talking about? The gates have cracked. I mean, the walls of Jericho have come tumbling down. You dig what I'm? They're not going to report it on CNN. They're not going to report it on Fox News. They're not going to report it in the goddamn church. You know what I mean? Even they're compromised to tell you that this shit has fallen, but it has fallen. The image or the illusion of the Wizard of Oz, the illusion that we had of these white people that I know that I had when I was a teenager out here wilding, put myself in danger. I don't have nothing. I don't even have remnants of that anymore. It's been completely erased from my mind. I see things totally different and whatnot. I see things for what they are. You dig what I'm saying? And I know that we live in this dualistic reality and whatnot. Sophia Stewart calls it a polarity. You're going to see joy and pain, ups and downs, night and dark. I mean, nighttime, dark and light. You know, all of these things in this quote unquote conscious, you're going to experience it. You're here having an experience, right?
So that's what we're here to do.
Right. So we need to create more art that reflects us being sovereign. Some of our script writers need to write the motherfucking script. They need to write the play. They need to write the screenplay. They need to adapt some of the Afrofuturism that was already put out there. We need to create the vision. Forget about having it. We need to see it now, right? That's what that's why all of the, shit is democratized. You could shoot a blockbuster in your garage these days with the type of programs that are out. We need to see more we need to hear more music reflecting what it would be like, you know what I mean, to be unplugged from the matrix. We should see some videos with some niggas butt naked in a jungle running around. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Living their best life. You know what I mean? Because that's the mediums that we got programmed by in the first place. So that's going to be the same mediums that is going to have to reprogram us. It's going to have to be through entertainment, through music, film, and literature, and then also through the video games and through the quote unquote digital realm and whatnot. They got glass. They got the virtual and augmented reality. You could put on a pair of glasses and be in your own world now. They're about to bring this to the masses. You know what I mean? These children, you think that they stuck on Fortnite? Wait till they get a load of this. They never gonna leave the house. So, but you could program your own world. If there's developers that are out there, not if the developers that look like us that are out there working for these other people, you know what I mean? I have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? I have a problem with the fact that they don't come home. They haven't come back to us to say, yo, like the brother, salute the brother Idris. Nipsey brought that nigga home. He was with Facebook and Instagram. Nipsey ran into him and gave him a purpose. And even he said that. That's called a brain drain. You find a lot of the Africans, you find a lot of our brothers and sisters who are in Mensa and all of that. They are part of the brain drain. Them people got them working like prostitutes.
That's
you
right.
dig what I'm saying? And they don't let them come back and be creative to us. All of these athletes and rappers running around, these are contracted and they don't do shit either. You know what I'm talking about? They don't even know about cryptocurrency. Like the only nigga talking cryptocurrency is Nas. It's 2021 and people's like, oh shit, he said Coinbase. Fam, it's 2021. It's not 2012. This shit came out in 2008. You dig what I'm saying? These niggas are retarded. They had mad money. We could have been out of we could have been in a whole nother place as a people. For all of the people say that Black Lives Matter and all of this other cap. We could have been in a different place. They went marching with these white folks and didn't even know. They came back. They don't know nothing about crypto. They don't know nothing about the blockchain. The hood had to teach the black people about this shit.
That's true.
It was niggas in the community, and it was the hood that brought the information back and started ringing the alarm. You didn't see no black actors. They wasn't at the podium during accepting their awards saying you niggas need to go on Coinbase.
Nope.
They didn't put it in their rhymes. Nas just put it in his rhymes. He could have been rapping about that.
Yep.
But you know the mentality. They think that they stop printing money when they get it.
Exactly. My family. Want to thank you, Red. I know, bro. I know you could keep on going. Red could go. My goodness. Any more questions since the Empress Aisha before I let him go?
You know, it's not a question. I'm just with you. I feel what you're saying. I see the same thing. You know that. You know, I see that they would grab our geniuses when they're very young. You know, geniuses at 13 and say, "Oh, you know what? Microsoft just hired them, or such and such as Google just hired them." And it's like, why are we just sending our geniuses, especially the mothers, the parents, and why not just encourage them to just keep going to where they're going and create their own? You know,
faith. You know,
but they just get
lack of faith.
Yeah, and I see that. So I'm glad.
And I don't blame the parents because we don't have institutions that are going to quote unquote allow their genius to blossom. You know, back in the days, the drug dealers would send the nerds to school. Now, you know, the hood is trying to hold on to the drug dealers, and they letting the nerds go, or the blurs and whatnot. They throwing the blurs away. They ignoring the blurs, and they're putting on for the gangbangers.
Yeah.
So it's like they have this type of get out mentality, fight or flight. They're like, yo, I got to get out of this shit by any means. So if it's going to be through the arms of Google and whatnot or Facebook, so be it. And then they like, I'll come back and help. But then you get so caught in the rabbit hole. It's like, you see the problem as so big. You like, I can't help these niggas. I'm in a place where they're talking about going to Mars. I can't help you niggas anymore. There's robots out here, AI and quantum compute. Nigga, I can't help you niggas. Like I'm tapped into this world. Right? So they're in a whole nother matrix.
Yeah. Want to thank you, brother Red Pill, man, for giving and dropping those jewels as usual. There you go. There you go.
Hold on, let me ring my bell. I mean, not the bell. Let me. I didn't mean the bell. I mean.
There it is. And hit the PayPal, hit his PayPal up, email him for his courses that he got coming up. Hit all the websites that we got up here for him, man, and show him love all the time. Brother, we want to thank you very much all the time. You and the family. Give the family a big old group hug for me, man. I haven't seen them in a while. So I'm glad they all right, man. And we'll talk. I hope to see you. Where you at, GA now, or are you still in New York right now?
I'm on the East Coast.
You on the East Coast? All right, you all right, no problem. We'll talk. All right, my brother. All right, peace.
All right,
peace and love.
Peace.
That's our brother, Red Pill, in the building, man. Want to thank him very much all the time, man. Wow. He gave us a mouthful. He gave us a lot going on, man. A lot going on. Woo! Oh, man. All right, now. Man, make sure you support our brother, of course, Aisha Moore. Make sure you show her some love also. And hit her up, 1,000,000 adornments, _adornments. Hit her up at, of course, Empress Aisha Amore at Gmail. And, of course, Cash App her at Empress Amore, showing her that love. And, of course, talk about this beautiful stuff you got, sister. Talk about your stuff real quick. Go ahead. Talk about it.
My signature is the floral earrings, my sisters. This is the month of May. This is the month that I will be coming hard with it. Just take advantage of it, please, because I really don't know how much longer would I be doing this. But I just want to just continue to show the love and the creativity. And hit me up on 1,000,000 _adornments at Instagram. On Instagram, message me, connect with me. I respond. And I love you all. Much love.
That's right. And you got her email up here. You got her Cash App up here. You go.
Yes.
That's what it's all about, you know? So make sure you show us some love any way you can. Spread love. Spread love. And of course, we want to big up also our dear Better Health Shop. Big up to them, the Better Health Shop in the building. Make sure you go to their website. Health is better at Better Health Shop. .etsy.com. They got a 1-800 number. They just sent me a 1-800 number, 800-820-7822. That's 1-800-820-7822. They got colloidal silver, they got the gold, monatomic gold. They got all of that on sale. They got some great product. They got soursop, they got Irish moss, sea moss, all of that good stuff is up there. So make sure you show them some love and go and support them. And of course, let's go here. Remember, the month of May ain't finished. We ain't over in the May. Don't forget Cinco de Mayo. We got Dr. Shakira Moore, iridologist. And on the 6th, we got Minister Nuri Muhammad coming in. And then on that Sunday after Nuri Muhammad, we got TJ Lofton. And then that Wednesday after TJ Lofton, we got Brother Quasi from Dreams Turned Reality. And then, of course, on that Sunday, we got Marcia Marie Moore, poet extraordinaire and author. On that Wednesday, May the 19th, Malcolm X's birthday, we got Lioness Crown. And then that Thursday, we got a special broadcast with Dr. Phil Valentine promoting the webinar that he got coming up. And then on that Sunday, we got Nadine J. Barton. Of course, she is a naval chief and also an author. We're going to be breaking that down also. And then to close out the month of May, we do have an early morning thing going on the 29th of May with, of course, this family here. They're going to be coming up. They're going to be coming up in May, this family here. But also to close out the May, that Wednesday, we have Shireen, Susie Q, former disco diva, but she has seen and lived life. Believe that when I talk about modeling agencies and of course acting agencies. A lot of films was filmed in Canada, so she had put a lot of black actors in Canadian films that was filmed in Canada, like John Q, like The Matrix, and like the various other movies that's been in. She'll talk about that when she come in, and you can still, if you're an actor, you can still sign up with her agency and actually go and do that and work in the acting field. Also, let's big up, of course, this beautiful sister that does the real estate. Yes, Janelle Lewis, 347-866-1153. If you want a consultant or you want a consultant that can help you to guide you to how to get your first own property or buy or rent or whatever, this sister can help you throughout the New York State area and also with her affiliates down the East Coast and the West Coast also. Also, check out Lloyd Strayhorn, his classes on www.lloyd-strayhorn.com. That's www.lloyd-strayhorn.com. Lloyd has over 2,000 students right now speaking multiple languages. His courses in multiple languages and all of that stuff. So wherever you are, whatever language you speak, Lloyd-strayhorn.com. Go take his classes right now. My classes will be put out in June the 22nd on my grandmother's 104th birthday. I will, only because she is the one that I used to watch teach about birthdays and send a birthday card to everybody in the family, friends. She always remembered the birthday, so it only makes sense for me to release the 9 episodes of my class and my courses for $222 on June the 22nd. So we're going to keep them 22s popping. All right. Also, my sister here, this one right here, the one, the only, pedalwise.com. Make sure you show them some love, pedalwise.com. And if you want to get that coupon code, go to coupon code, use coupon code King 2020, and that's 10% off. That's King 2020, 10% off. Make sure you show them love, pedalwise.com, and tell them King Simon. She's helped people get pregnant. She's helped people with fibroids. She's helped people with breast tumors, mental issues. She does consultations. This sister is the truth. When I say she's the truth, she is the truth. And last but not least, let me big up my son's music. Make sure y'all go and support my son and his music right now. Make sure you hit him up on the link on the bottom of this flyer right here. Make sure you hit him up on that link on the bottom of that flyer. Show him that love. And If you want a Numerovation session with me, please text me your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. Please, if you live outside of the United States, please use WhatsApp. If you live outside of the United States, let me repeat that again, so because some of y'all can be deaf. If you live outside of the United States, please text me via WhatsApp. That's if you live in Africa, the Caribbean, if you live in England, if you live in Canada. If you live outside of the United States, please text me via WhatsApp and we will set up that appointment. And last but not least, of course, we always have a content disclaimer. We always have a content disclaimer. Content disclaimer, family. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guests, speakers, or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. All right. Ready for the prayer, my sister? I think she is. She should be ready to pray. All right. Let's big up Dr. Delbert Blair, of course, because Delbert Blair is the one that originated this prayer, of course, the legacy shop of Dr. Blair. That's www.themetacenter2.com for his books, Faraday Tech, protectors, magnets, and much more. So make sure you go to the website right now as we go into the prayer. All right, you can unmute yourself, sister. We go into the prayer right now. We're going to make it prayer time, prayer time, prayer time, prayer time. Make sure y'all support this. Y'all ready? Go ahead, my sister.
Yes. Give thanks, family. Give thanks. Peace and love. All right. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, family. Here we go. Please, universal creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth in your love now.
Oh, you know what to do. Say it to the persons in the back. They got sent it to the people in the back of the earth. Please, let's say it to them.
Let's do this collectively. All right. Please, universal creator, know in our hearts that we love you. Please protect us and this planet on which we live now. Please open our minds, our spirits, and our souls to receive only truth in your love now.
Yeah, Dr. Blair, Asheo. Asheo. Thank you very much, Empress. And did you get my text?
I absolutely did.
Okay, so we're talking a few seconds, all right? So this has been, thank you, Aisha Moore. Thank you, Aisha Moore. Thank you. Thank you very much for showing your love, all right?
I mean, yes.
All right, darling. All right. We'll be right with you in a few seconds. That's right. Right here on King Simon Presents. You know the deal, family. Let me get on out of here. Oh, we got to get on out of here. Oh, yeah. Woo! Want to thank Brother Red Pill, of course, for showing his love and being in the building. Of course, want to thank all of you for being here. All right. Okay. Once again, make sure you go to his website. Make sure you go to his website. All the website is right there on the bottom. Make sure you email him for his class and make sure you share some Cash App love. Want to thank everybody that sent me Cash App tonight and those that sent Super Chat. Although I don't want you to send Super Chat, I want y'all to send Cash App because Super Chat be messing with people's money. So I ain't playing with them. It is what it is right here on King Simon Presents. Thank you again, family. And in the immortal words of Marcus Mosiah Garvey, up, you mighty nation, you could accomplish what you will. And in the mortal words of Khalid Abdul Muhammad, family, please, regardless of land, label, or language, there's but one God. Peace, love, hotep, Islam, shalom, assalamu alaikum, and I will see you on the other side of this camera. Peace.